Now we're here, of course, to talk about Battlefield 4. It's the big new first-person shooter that's out. What does Battlefield 4 have that, let's say, other first-person shooters that people may know doesn't have?
Pretty much a lot of teamwork. Other shooters you might get away with being a lone wolf and running around by yourself, one-man army, but you won't get very far in Battlefield doing that. You kind of need your whole entire squad and your team to pull together to win the map.
And so on online mode, what do you like when you play games online? Do you get upset? Do you get annoyed, or are you a very calm online player?
It varies, Generally, you're on voice communication, a bunch of lads, and you're abusing each other over it. It's a bit of a social outlet, I find too.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy it more when I have some friends on than when I'm by myself.
Yeah. And so any of the lads in the Irish squad play, or are you on your own in that regard?
I play on the PC, so a lot of lads be more PlayStation or Xbox, so I can't be on my own in that regard. But there's guys I've been playing online games with for about 15 years now, so I'm still in touch with those.
So Mike, tell us a bit about Commando mode.
Commando mode, this came back, it was in Battlefield 2, and one player has a top-down view of the battlefield and can see where the enemies are and will direct the squads as bidding to where they are, like whether it's capturing objectives or he'll throw up UAVs that will display their locations on the mini-map. I played a bit of that actually when I was in camp because there's a tablet app which allows you to do it. So I was on that. I didn't have my PC with me, but like in the evenings I'd sit down and I'd play it that way. I quite enjoyed it. You can do things like drop supplies, promote squads, so they level up a bit, or offer rapid deploy so they can spawn straight away on their squad mates, and you can even do things like call in gunships and cruise missiles. So yeah, it's a good way to spend a few hours.
Yeah, we obviously ran all the videos, Mike, of you playing some of Ireland's biggest sports stars. Who was the toughest? Who do you think has the most skills at Battlefield?
Let me think. Can't say Donnacha Ryan because he's a sworn enemy. I thought Jackie Turrell was pretty good. Yeah. He's some good stories too.
Yeah, no, Jackie's video was great, talking about his father and when he won the All-Ireland and stuff. He's a serious operator on and off the pitch, it seems.
Yeah.
So we know you have a big reputation as being a bit of a tech head, Mike. What other bits of tech do you have in your life apart from video games?
I recently found out about Sonos and Spotify combination, which is I think pretty brilliant. All the music in about 18 million tracks or so, and you can just play it anywhere in the house. I've got a couple of Sonos units. They're not cheap, but once you start collecting them, it's hard to stop.
Yeah. So is there anything on your Christmas wish list then? If anyone out there wants to buy a gift for you before the big day, what's on your Christmas
I have my eye on the Sonos sub, but it's a fairly big ticket item, so I don't know, I might have to combine Christmas and birthday for that one.
We have to talk, Mike, while we have you here, about the game in Aviva the other week against New Zealand. Just before we get into the last minutes and stuff, what was the build up to the week like? Because obviously the Australia game was such a disappointment. Was the week, did it feel different, or how was the week leading up to it?
I think there was a lot of frustration there from the Australia game. I think we felt we'd left ourselves down, and when we were playing New Zealand, you can't do that, otherwise they'll absolutely hockey you. Yeah. So I think there was a big focus on, getting our own stuff right, knowing exactly what we need to do, and then on the Friday before we kind of took control of it ourselves, it was just the players, the coaches stepped back and left us get on with things ourselves.
Well, it seemed to work anyway, and from the first kick-off, did it feel like it was going to be a big performance, a big day? I
think everyone, there's that kind of buzz around the training room, you kind of recognise it when you're playing, like we're going to have a good game today, Yeah. And I think we were a little bit surprised at how far ahead we got, Yeah. I mean, they're very difficult to score tries against the best times, and that they can score 14 points in 2 minutes, so you never want to switch off again, but I can't really remember much of the game, to be honest. It was probably one of the fastest games I ever played.
Devin Toner was speaking at the weekend about, I think he didn't leave the house until Wednesday. I think after the game he couldn't even face leaving the house. How have you been coping with the things since? Have people been coming up to you and saying, "Oh, hard luck" and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, people have been pretty good about it. To be fair, I think everyone who's a rugby fan was in Ireland was pretty gutted. Yeah. I mean, I could certainly sympathise with Devin. I didn't really want to go anywhere. I just wanted to kind of sit on the couch and stew, But no, I had to get up and get out. But Irish people are pretty good that way.